Hey guys, what's going on? Just making this quick little video to compare these two Instagram growth services right here. The first one being Simplygram and the other one being Wolfgrowth.com, which is an Instagram mass story viewer tool, which is probably one of the best ways to grow your Instagram account right now. But I'll get into that in a second. First of all, we're going to start with Simplygram. And what they're basically doing is they're like they're just like an Instagram growth service, and they're promising you they're saying get 5,000 Instagram followers every single month. They're saying their followers are 100% real. They're saying they're targeted, niche-specific followers. They're saying they're compliant with the Instagram terms of service. By the way, guys, I tested both of the services that I'm showing you in this video right here, so I can give you an unbiased opinion on what actually works. So let's just go to the pricing packages for Simplygram right here. So they got three different pricing options. First one is the individual, then they got the influencer packages, which they say is the most popular, and they got a pro package. Okay, what I want you guys to notice is that all of these prices right here are weekly and not monthly, so keep that in mind. The first package right here starts at $69 and it goes up all the way to $199. So since that is weekly right here, what we're looking at right here is almost like $800 per month if we were to go with the pro package. So what I want you guys to know is that this service is kind of different than most Instagram growth services, because usually what they do is they promise you a certain amount of followers. That will be like, oh, we're sending you 2,000 or 5,000 followers every single month, and you pay us X amount of dollars. This is not the case right here, because what these guys are doing right here is they're going to set up a bunch of so-called fan accounts, or back in the day we used to call them feeder accounts, because they're kind of feeding your main account. So the way this works, guys, is you guys sign up with them and you actually give them certain amount targets, like hashtags, certain username targets in your niche that they should target the followers off, so you can actually get a bunch of real followers back. So the way they do this is it's pretty much they're doing like the follow for follow method and the the liking method, the engagement method, but they're doing it with a bunch of different accounts. So they're going to set up like 40 with this package right here. You're going to set up like 40 fan accounts that are actually promoting your main account. So they're going to be like following, say, 100, 200 people per account. So if they do that with like 40 accounts, they can do it with they can follow 40 times more people than they could if they were just doing that stuff with your main account. And the whole premise around it is they can pretty much increase their efforts like 40 times, 80 times, 200 times, and that will get you a bunch of followers. Now, the thing is, this actually does work if done properly, but it depends on a lot of different factors. And a lot of times the problem you will run into is that a lot of these fan accounts, they will get banned along the way due to all kinds of issues. There's going to be proxy issues. It will run for a certain amount of time. It will run for like a week or week and a half. And then a bunch of these accounts will actually get banned. And now you have a huge setback and the followers growth stops and everything has to be rebuilt. Right? And then the whole thing starts again. They're going to set up all of these accounts for you and they're going to do what they promise. But the problem is, if you don't get any followers out of it, they're simply going to say, oh, we did what we said we're going to do. We set up all of these accounts for you and we're promoting your main account. But if you're not getting any followers out of it, it might be because your profile isn't good enough, or because it just doesn't work, or maybe our accounts got banned and that's why we couldn't give you any followers. But we did what we said. We created these fan accounts, right? So that is basically their service. I want you guys to know that when you sign up for a service like this, is that they're not actually promising you any followers, but they're only promising you to perform the task that they said they would do. If you don't get anything out of it, that is pretty much your problem. And the alternative I want to show you guys is called Wolfgrowth.com. And it's a pretty awesome alternative if you don't want to depend on something very risky in order to get more followers. But if you want to have a more reliable way to actually do it and to actually know that you will definitely 100% get followers out of it, then Wolfgrowth.com is really the way to go, because this tool is kind of like utilizing, first of all, it's not a service really. It's a SaaS, like it's a software. So you sign up, you get a username, password, and you log in online to your account, and then you connect your Instagram account. I will show you in a second how to do that. And it's an Instagram mass story viewer tool, which pretty much builds on the whole concept of you go out there, you view tens of thousands of stories of other people, highly targeted people, every single day. And because you're viewing all of these stories, people will see that you viewed your stories, and they will actually check you out. They will check out your profile, and if your profile looks good, they will follow you, okay? And how this works, by the way, this is not all the software does. They also have a bunch of other stuff like you can schedule posts, you have a calendar, you can edit your profile, you can do all kinds of stuff. But in this video, I want to be talking about the whole mass story viewer thing, okay? And as you can see right here, this is kind of how it looks like on the inside once you actually created an account. You can see I got a bunch of accounts added right here, and I will show you with my main account how this is actually done. As you can see right here, I got all these different types of features like schedule posts, all this kinds of stuff. But the most important one is the Mass Story Engager Pro tool, okay? So all you got to do is you go down here, you click on it, and then you click on your account. As you can see right now, my account is actually already active. So if you add your account to the software, it'll actually say that it's not active, but mine is active right now because I'm running it, obviously, right? Then what you want to do is real simple. All you got to do is you got to go to the target settings, and you got to add your targets. Those are all the people. Those are either like usernames or hashtags in your niche of like people. If it's usernames, it's usually people that you actually want to target the followers of. So if I'm in like the entrepreneur, the business niche, right? I got Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, all of these people. And I will tell the software to go out there and see who are their followers, who are the people who are following Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, and the software will go out there and view all of these people's stories, but on a massive scale. And it will also like their stories, right? So what that means is you will be able to reach tens of thousands of people every single day just by running this tool. So after you set your targets, you got to go down to story actions, right? And that's the most important part, right? That's the most important part. Right here, you have to check view stories and like stories. And that, it's pretty straightforward. The name says it all. It's pretty straightforward. What it will basically do is just go out there and view a bunch of stories and like a bunch of stories of these highly targeted people. What you can also do, obviously, is polls voting, poll sliders, quiz answers. But that's for another video. I will not go into this right now, but that's also very effective, right? So then all you got to do is scroll down, forget all of this stuff. And by the way, you can also do other stuff like, like certain posts, follow. You can automate your following, mass following, stuff like that. But I wouldn't really recommend that. The main thing is really like the view stories and like stories. If you're doing that, you're good to go. You're going to get a bunch of followers out of it, okay? Now all you got to do is go down and click active right here. Then you would click save. I don't want to do this right now because I already did it. And then you can just go to the stats tab, and you can see how many actions you've actually performed, right? So for example, I think that's yesterday. Yesterday we viewed almost 17,000 stories. Yesterday we almost viewed like 16,000 stories, and we liked over 1,300 stories. Okay, so now imagine how many people will actually check you out if you view the stories of like 16,000. And by the way, my speed is like almost 19,000 a day, right? So if you view like almost 20,000 stories every single day, how many people will actually check you out and then follow you? And that is pretty much guaranteed. You have these eyeballs guaranteed on your account. People are actually gonna see your account because people are curious who viewed their stories, especially if you got an account like me right here. By the way, you can follow me at Michael Go Hard right here, Michael_Go Hard. You can go ahead and follow me. If you got an account right here that's somewhat attractive, and I'm not even like posting that much. I posted like a few years ago. That was my last post. I don't even post that much, but I still get a bunch of followers simply because we're running the software right here, viewing tons of stories every single day. So yeah, that being said, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope it give you some insights on what's better right here, Simplygram or Wolfgrowth. If I had to say what's better, I would always go for like Wolfgrowth, simply because it's just better to use. It's just like you can add your account, you can do mass story viewing, you can pretty much do everything. And the other stuff is just simply very risky. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It's not like, you know, it's legit. They will do what they promise. But as I told you guys, with this type of stuff, you never know if you're actually going to get your money worth followers. So that being said, I hope you liked the video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one.